Hello, everybody. It's time for another story. And for my students, I'm sure you remember our bug books. And this one is called Katy Didd, since we're working on letter K. And a Katy Didd is an actual kind of bug. So let's read this and find out. Maybe you remember how they all start? As you lay on a summer's day in a warm and sunny place, don't look up into the skies. Instead, look down and squint your eyes. Squint them both so very tight that if you wish with all of your might, you'll find the land of more than small. For in this land live bugs. That's all. There is a very special part of Bugville, a part set aside from factories and stores alike, a quiet place where the houses have gnarled clover trees in every backyard. Gnarled clover trees just right for building a fort or for tying tangled twine and old gum tires to swing on. All the bug families with kids lived in this part of Bugville. It was in this very special part of town that Katy Didd lived and played. She was small, like most bug kids, with bug tails and red rosy cheeks. She had, like most little bugs, a buggy bear that she usually carried by the hind leg. And she had a mother and a father bug, whom she loved very much. But Katy Didd had what most bug kids didn't: 9 older brothers. Naturally, this Bugville family of Katy Didds was called the Big Bug Family. The Big Bug brothers were always getting into some sort of mischief. Not a day went by that one of them wouldn't get his kite caught on the chimney of the house, or that they didn't get their poor dog, Trusty Rusty, stuck up the tree and forget to let him down. Their voices could be heard echoing all over Bugville as they played throughout a summer day. Look out! The bug ball is going to hit the house. Sure enough, there would be a tinkle of glass as another window shattered. But the big brothers were pretty smart. Just as soon as the window was broken, they would give their bug ball bat to their little sister, as their mother, Mrs. Big, would zip around the corner. And without fail, they would smile those slippery, innocent smiles and all point towards their poor little sister and say, "Katy did it." Sure enough, poor Katy Didd would be sent sniffling to her room, dragging her poor buggy bear right behind her. She could have told her mom Katy Didd didn't, but then she would have had to tell her mom who did it, and that, by the big brother's code of honor, would have been snitching. So poor Katy Didd would take the punishment like a real stand-up bug, while her brothers got to stay outside and play. No matter what happened, she always seemed to be in the wrong place at the right time. If the cookie jar accidentally fell from the counter, Katy Didd would find a cookie magically appear in her hand, as one of her brothers switched on by, chanting, "Katy Didd did it! Katy Didd did it!" Oh, but she didn't. Every day, every bug in the big bug family had one or two chores to do around the house. It was absolutely amazing that no matter what chore wasn't done as it was supposed to be, it turned out to be Katy Didd's. Just like clockwork, she would find herself sniffling down the hall back to her room. The big brothers figured that they had life pretty much under control. Every afternoon, the brothers took a break from mischief making and sat under the old gnarled tree at the back of the house. They would lean up against a rough, scratchy trunk and snack on wild honeysuckle roses. "You know," said one of the brothers, "I'm tired of eating these stupid roses." "Yeah, I know what you mean," said another. "Maybe we deserve a special treat, like cookies, or maybe—" He looked about with a gleam in his eye. "A triple-layer chocolate bug cake. Besides, if we get caught, Katy did it." With happy hearts, they raced pell-mell for the kitchen. They dug out all the ingredients and proceeded to make the most outrageous cake you could imagine. Flour was flying all over the counters and floor as they whipped and stirred and baked the cake. The big brothers were just prepared to make the first cut into the cake when, horror of horrors, their mom and dad walked into the kitchen. "Who did this?" they asked, knowing full well what had been going on. With no remorse, the brothers pointed accusing grubby fingers at their little sister and said, "Katy did it! Katy did it!" "Are you sure?" Mother Big asked, and all 9 brothers nodded their heads. "We're sure Katy did it, all by herself." Katy Didd was almost to her room when she heard, "Why, thank you, Katy. What a nice anniversary surprise." And with that, they brought her back into the kitchen for a great big bug hug and cake. As the brothers rushed to get their plates, Mother Big said, "Oh no, since she did it all by herself, you will clean up. Maybe when you're done, you can have a piece of cake, if there is any left." Now, in this world of trouble, when you've made a big mistake, remember Katy didn't, but got to eat the cake. I hope you enjoyed this bug story. I've got a whole bunch more, so there'll be other bug story times for us. If you want to, you can draw and write about your favorite part or what you liked, or if the story made you think about something, or maybe the story inspired you and your family to make a cake together. Have some fun, and I'll see you next time.